Hey there, I hope you're doing great. In today's video I want to give a first chop and extend to this water unknown beauty. At least I can tell a lot about this plant because I'm still not really sure about the idea of this plant. I think it is Philodendron SP Napo Purple, but I'm not really sure. So if you have a clue, then please let me know. I would like to know exactly what the idea of this plant is. So a little bit of history about this plant, because I got this as an unrooted cutting around 2 years back now, I think. I did put it in water. It took forever to start growing roots, but once it started to grow roots, I've put it in its own little pots and waited for it to grow a couple of leaves. Once it did that, I put it on its first 50 centimeter moss ball. And from that moment it started to grow really well, and especially this growing season it's been growing like really vigorously. I've extended it with another 50 centimeter moss ball, I think not that long ago. But yeah, the internode spacing is getting quite long and the leaves are also really starting to size up. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna take the top proportion and extend it with a 90 centimeter moss ball. And yeah, I think without further ado, let's just get into the process of giving this one a chop and extend. I'm searching a little bit about which is the best angle to film. I think this is a good starting point because we are going to start first with doing something about this situation. 2 days ago I've already made the chop. I don't know if it wants to show you. Yeah, there I made the chop. So that is the part that we are going to continue with. But the first thing I need to do is to remove this garden stake. So I need to have my snipper thingy. If I let go of this moss ball, then it will start to fall over. So I'm first going to cut the zip ties. There are only 3 on there. That's not that much. Yes, that was the last one. So I'm going to take this garden stake out of there. I must say that I'm not really prepared because I don't have a bin where I can like make a mess in. Okay, oh, I forgot that also these poles are secured together, so I also need to. Oh Jesus, I can't get those. Alright. Yes, one. Ooh, I think there's one zip tie left. Yes, over there. Okay. So the poles are from each other now, but since it is rooted in there, I can't really take it off. Okay, what will be the best thing to do? I will put it over here so you can hopefully see a bit of what I am doing, but like you can see it is open, but since these roots are probably going all the way to the moss ball, I really don't know what to do. I think this is my first chop and extend. I have done quite some extensions, but not like the chop and extend. So I'm not sure, should I just go and cut these roots? I think so. Okay, I really don't know what to do because these roots are really growing in there. I think maybe like there you can see these roots. Those are making it really hard to so I think I just need to go and chop those. Okay, what am I gonna do? What am I gonna do? I could also immediately open up this bottom moss ball and maybe see what. I've put so many zip ties on this bottom pole. So what I'm doing now is like I'm opening up this bottom moss ball in the hope that the roots that are going down in the bottom pole, I can take them out a little bit easier. Okay, so as you can see, I've opened up this bottom moss ball. Oh, but I think it don't helps. Okay, I'm making a mess. I'm good at making a mess, so. Well, it's at least really well rooted into there. I also do want to try and take some out of the top. Oh, those roots are really some juicy looking roots though. And really thick. Okay, I will just stop at trying to remove moss because I think it's just the best way. I do see a root that is wadded though. These ones do look really great. But I'm not sure where they are coming from. If they are coming like from a node over here, or if they're coming from over there and going downwards. Okay, so this is my first time doing really like this chop and extend method. And maybe I should have watched some more videos about how other people are going about it, because I think it's just the best to just chop these roots. You can see it like. What should I do? Should I just go and chop them? I think I'm gonna do that though. Okay, so I have decided to not go and try to do something about like saving those roots. I'm just gonna chop them up. Okay, so now I've got the top and the bottom. I'm gonna put the bottom proportion over there. And oh man, it's already such a mess. So I'm still not sure where these roots are coming from. I do have the feeling that they were coming from the leaves down, but I'm not sure. Okay, so I do want to try and take away as most as the moss that is going to go, like it's going to be covered with substrate. Okay, so I'm going to open up this bottom zip tie in the hope that I can get my hands a little bit further in this moss ball. Okay. I can open it up a little bit. Should I zoom in a bit? You can see there are some nice looking roots over there. It is really nice though that these roots are like this, that these roots are this big, because a little while back I did this on my Philodendron splendid, and those roots were like so fragile and thin, and you really need to be careful where you're going to pull, because else you will probably pull an, oops, I did pull root. Let's see. Okay, I'm fine with how this is looking now. You can see like how thick these roots are. So I am going to put a new zip tie here on the bottom and close it up again, and then it's ready to go. So here is the top portion. I feel like I maybe damaged this sleeve a little bit because I dropped it. But yeah, this is the top part. So what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna place it in this spot. And I'm immediately going to add some substrate to it. So once I filled up this pot, I am going to put the garden stake in there. I think I will add one more spoon. Okay. So I think I'm fine with this. Yeah. First kind of wanted to go with the same size that this one was in, like this size. But yeah, I think it's better to put them in a little bit bigger pot, like especially now they're getting way heavier. So yeah, let's give it one more little tip tap. Okay, so this is what we're having right now. So the first thing I'm going to do is going to put this garden stake in here. Maybe I should have put the garden stake in there right away. Oh, Jesus. Oh man, I can't get it in. Okay. Normally it goes so easy to put that garden stake in there. Yeah. There it goes. Okay. Okay, I think it is touching the bottom now. Fill it up. Oh man, I feel so chaotic today. You can really see like how these roots are growing. So yeah, I hope they can still like go and attach themselves into the extension. Okay, I hope this angle will do, but here I already have a 90 centimeter moss ball. This is the one that I've made with like that PVC sheets on there, because I am still experimenting with it, so I can't really say if I like it or not, but well, I'm trying it out and see if it will make my planting life a little bit easier. So what I'm gonna do now is I'm gonna put this extension on there. Like that. Ooh. So I'm immediately going to put a zip tie on the top. Let me see that. Oh man. Okay. If the first one is on, it makes everything a lot easier. Okay, it's standing stable. I'm gonna place the other one somewhere over here. One thing that is a little bit annoying about these, about placing those plastic bags at the pole, that you can't turn the zip ties inwards, so they're all sticking out right now. But I think it won't cause that much problems, or well, any problems. One more, just to be sure, around here. Okay, so I am going to quickly zip tie these two poles together. Yeah, because of the plastic bag, it also makes things a little bit more hard. So I think I just do one zip tie because the garden stake in itself already creates a lot of support for these two poles. Okay, now there really needs to be another zip tie. Should I go from the bottom to the top? Yeah. Okay, so the poles are secured together. I think it's all nice and tight over there. Okay, I think this is good to go now. I'm still going to give a lot of pressure where the garden stake is to give it some more stability. So I think it's really stable in there, and especially if those roots start to grow, then it creates even more stability. But I think I do want to zoom in a bit so I can show you the situation over here. Okay, so I do want to stick these roots in there, like that. So I do have this metal pin where I'm going to pin it down with. Or maybe I just need some Velcro, I don't know. Okay, so this extension is finally done. I hope I can show it a bit. So you can see the bottom, and it has a lot of space to grow. So I'm curious when the moment will come once it's also reached this top of the moss ball. I think it maybe won't take that long because, like I said, the internodal spacing is getting quite big. So yeah, I think maybe 6 months. I don't know, we'll see. I will water this down later today, and I'm also going to give it a good shower. I think like this plant I can shower it like basically every day. This one is so crazy with the EFM. Like, it has a lot of those little burnt marks on those leaves. I think the camera doesn't pick it up because it are like really tiny dots. But yeah, it's stunning. A little bit of close up. So, very happy I've got that done. So the last thing that I want to do is take apart this moss ball. I'm really curious how these roots are looking because at the start when I was opening up this ball I did saw some roots that are looking like they are rotted or like just dried out. They don't look healthy. So oh yeah, you can already you see that I only have 10% left, and the camera is also overheating. So I'm not sure if I'm able to film this process because I think my baby girl is also waking up each moment. So I will put it on the charger and see if I can still do that. It's the next day today. Yesterday I didn't came around to take apart this moss ball. I still could have done it in the evening though, but I really wanted to film it, so that's why I'm doing it right now. My daughter is taking her midday nap, so we have some time to take apart this moss ball, and I'm really curious how these roots are going to look because, to be true, I have really mixed feelings about growing on moss balls. Like, I've been growing them on moss balls I think for 2 years now. I think 2 years ago was the first time I put the first plant on a moss ball, and over the course of 2 years I put more and more of my climbing plants on moss balls. But yeah, I've really mixed experience with them, and this is going to be my third time taking apart a moss ball. And the 2 moss balls that I took apart like in the past, those roots were looking good though, but yeah, I do see with this one that there are some roots that are really like dried up and don't look well. So yeah, I'm just going to open it up, and I thought it would be fun to do it together. So I will change the angle a bit. I think I will zoom in so you can really see what I'm doing. But first I need to open up these zip ties. Yesterday I did put quickly a zip tie over here and put some more moss in there, so the roots that were there wouldn't dry out. So I first need to open them up again. This one, I think there aren't that many on here because I already took apart a lot yesterday. That's the next one, and here's one left. Okay, so the first thing I'm going to do is going to take it out of its pot. I have like such a tiny bin over here. I really need to get new ones. And overall just clean all of my supplies and reorganize them because it's really a mess. Oh no. Okay. I really should grabbed a bigger bin because I spilled it everywhere. Okay, let me see. I am going to tilt the camera down a bit. So first it's going to take away all of this soil that's on here. From what I see so quickly from the roots that are in the pot, they do look all healthy. So earlier this morning I did make a chop like between each leaf. So there are basically like now all single leaf cuttings. Give it a little squeeze. Okay, so this is how the roots are looking like what all was in the pot. Okay, what would be the best thing to do? Can I just put it on? Oh, there's another zip tie over there. No. Oh, show. Hello. Oh, another one. Okay, let's open up this moss ball. Yeah, I do have a little container where I'm going to put the moss in. Okay, let's just gently remove the moss. Look, here I have a piece of wood that is just rotted. So, or more wood lot. Okay, so that's the reason why I'm really like have mixed feelings about it. Like with some plants I really have a hard time getting them to root into the moss ball. And yeah, I really don't know. I feel like it is because I'm maybe keeping them too moist, but yeah, I really don't know, man. Like here I do see more roots that don't look healthy. And I'm curious if you also grow on moss balls and have taken apart moss balls. What is your experience with it? Did you have like all healthy roots, or also what I am having now, like dried up, rotten roots? It really doesn't look good, man. Like, or maybe you can show it, maybe. It's really disappointing to see though. But I must say, like these roots that are here, like on the top, those look really nice. But I'm really curious if they coming like from a node over here, or that they were from up top and just grew down. Even though there are some roots that have root rot, I don't feel like it affected the plant in what kind of way so ever, because the plant itself looks really healthy. And so yeah, that's interesting to see. I do see that my camera is going to overheat, so I am going to let it cool off a bit, and in the meanwhile I'm going to keep on detangling these roots. And once I'm done with that, I will get back to you. So I'm back. The process of like removing all the remaining moss definitely took me 10 minutes, but this is what I am left with now. So here you can see all these roots. This is the bottom proportion. You can see those, some are like really went down into the pots. And you can also see like the further up we go, the more roots there are. And like those roots where I was doubting about, like if they were coming like from the bottom or the top, well, these are these roots that I cut yesterday. So yeah, they were coming from the bottom. So what I'm gonna do now is see which ones are like coming off, just that I can pull through this grid. So this one. Okay, this one I'm sure I think I won't can get it out, or maybe I do, because sometimes you do really need to cut the grid to get it out, but it goes easy. That's nice. For here is another one. 5. Oh, here's a metal pinny. Oh, here I didn't chop anything, so this is just the bottom proportion of this really great large wood system. Okay, so we'll have a little bit of a closer look at the wood system, because I think from this one I only see one wood, which I'm like doesn't look that great. This one over there. So I do have my snipper thingy. I'm just going to cut those bottom bits off. Here's another bit of wood. I think I will just go and chop some of the ends. They will grow again. Oh, this bottom leaf is also breaking off, as you can see. That's something that I really noticed with this plant though, because it is quite stiff from where like the leaf meets the petiole, but it can also really easily break. Okay, so I will just leave this for what it is now. And now for this one. Yeah, you can also see a bit of this root over there is also a bit bottom. I will put the ISO a little bit lower now because it's a little bit overexposed. So that one. Oh yeah, this is that wood that I saw that I was like, okay, that really doesn't look great. You can see, like this wood is completely worth it. So off you go. And here's just a little tiny bit over there. Oh yeah, this one really clearly to see. You see this one over there. So I'm also going to chop it off, and I'm really curious though, because normally I never really reuse my moss, but it's expensive, right, all that moss, so I'm wondering what I should do. Okay, this doesn't have that many woods left. I think, like, for example, for this one, I've chopped basically all the woods. Focus. Yeah. So you can see I chopped basically all the woods off, but there are still 2 aerial woods that do have potential. And I think those are the ones that I just chopped also will grow back. But yeah, this one I'm definitely going to put in water. And for the last one, this one does really has a big wood system. Oh. The root already came off, okay. Yeah, also one bit that is rotted. So off you go. Okay, this was interesting to see how this is looking. So what I'm gonna do now with all these single leaf cuttings, I will put them all in their own little container and see whenever they will sprout a new leaf. Really curious. But one thing that I'm doubting about, because I never reuse my moss, I mostly always throw it out, but it's kind of sad though, because this moss is expensive. But like this moss that came out of the moss ball, I'm wondering, like root rot, I think it is caused by bacteria, so I think this moss now basically has this bacteria that can cause root rot. So I think if I would reuse it now like how it is, then I would risk chance of getting root rot on whatever I'm going to use it on. So yeah, I'm wondering, what should I do? I think it's the best to boil it. I think that I've heard that people do that with their moss. They just boil it for a couple minutes and then like the bacteria will die. So yeah, I will do a little bit more research about it, like what I can do with like the moss. And if you have a clue, then please let me know. Because like I said, it's sad to throw it all away. So yeah, I've made a huge mess. So that was it for today's video. I really hope you enjoyed watching it, like the whole process of like taking apart the moss ball, extending the moss ball, and yeah, I must say that I really kind of struggled with this whole process. And yeah, I think later on, like once you do it like more often, you get handier with it. Like I remember the first time when I did an extension, it was also like a really clumsy situation, but that also goes way easier now. So if you've also been growing on moss balls, please let me know in the comments what your experience is with growing them on moss balls. And without further ado, I hope to see you in my next video.